Today on Faux Show Moto, we're going to make an outdoor side table with cup holders, an ashtray, and a built-in cooler. All the necessities for your patio fun. Total cost, including wood, etc., is about $50, give or take, from Home Depot or wherever you want to go. What we're going to use are some cup holders from an old boat project. They're about 3.5, 3 5/8 diameter, so we'll need a hole saw. And then metal ashtray for those celebratory stogies. And then you're going to need a small planter window box. I'll put links to all this stuff right in the comment section area there. Like any project that you want to do, you always want to try and have some drawings, try and figure it out. Me, I'm pretty much a huge artist, as you can tell. I'm using just some spare wood that I have around the house, 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x10s, some fence pickets, some plywood. Whatever you got, I'm sure you can figure out a way to turn it into one of these. But I'll show you how I'm going to do it, and you can do it how you want. Let's go. I got some 2x6s, some 2x8s, some 2x10s, 5/8 plywood, 24 inches deep. We're going to cut that to 16 inches wide. You're going to need pretty much the usual tools for any woodworking project. You're going to need a saw fence, tape measure, circular saw, speed square, 3.5 inch hole saw, 3 5/8 hole saw, and of course at least one screw gun / drill. Also going to need a chop saw, making sure that you get exactly the same length on all your cuts. It's a real nice way to cheat and a lot of fun to use. It's always good to make yourself a cut list, once again to avoid that oh no and make certain you end up with the faux show. Based on the wood I have kicking around, I'm going to use one 2x6 at 2 feet, one 2x8 at 2 feet, one 2x10 at 2 feet on each side of the end table. That works out to about 23.25 after adding the 5/8 plywood for the top of the table. When figuring out your measurements, remember you lose about 1/2 inch on each piece of wood. 2x4 is really 1.5 by 3.5, 2x6 1.5 by 5.5, etc. Always remember, measure twice, cut once. Safety first, for show. Let's get to cutting. To join the base, we're going to use a Craig pocket hold jig. If you don't have one of these, definitely get one. Awesome to use, makes everything a lot simpler and a lot cleaner. You want to try and stay fairly consistent with location of your pocket holes. I think we can get away with 3. So we'll do one out here, out here, out here. Pretty neat. You end up sending your pocket hole screws through here, comes down across, and joins the boards for a nice clean build. Now we've got our pocket holes drilled, we're going to assemble the legs. Now that we got both sides assembled, time to break out our handy dandy Ryobi Airstrike. I'm going to go ahead and put on the top, which is going to have your cup holder, ashtray, and cooler. I like to put one nail in just so I have it set up, and then you can line the boards accordingly. Also, before making your cuts, you should try and line everything up. Next, we're going to put on the trim, which is just some fence pickets. These Diablos have a nice quick release on them, called the Snap Lock Plus. Pretty cool setup. Nice. Now we've got all our holes drilled, cut out, time to sand and paint. Pressed air is an awesome way to get rid of the sawdust and clean off your tools. I'm going to use two different sandpapers. I'm going to start with a 120 and get up to a 220 to kind of smooth it out a bit. We've got everything test fitted, cup holders, ashtray, cooler. Now it's time to hit it with some classic gray Varathane, of course. Faux show. Now that the stain's just about dry, it's time for the final faux show moment. Faux show.